Another blustery day out there. There's a white layer all over my garden tonight. How many of you guys are snowed in? Don't worry, I'm here to keep you company now. I feel most sorry for any of you taking public transport. It's bad enough when it drizzles. Utter chaos when it snows. A bit like Jennifer Lawrence's BAFTA joke falls flat on its face. Now, J-Law is saying that she's learned her lesson after offending the whole of England with her quip at Joanna Lumley's expense. You know how us Brits are about our manners and about Joanna. We came down hard on her. But Jennifer's a sweet girl, though. What do you think? Were we maybe a little too harsh? Should we forgive and forget? Well, all joking aside, I'm going to trust you lot to bring your best manners for the next 15 minutes so I can throw some cash and some glory your way. I'm Sharon Carpenter, and I'll never give you HQTs the clap back. Well, maybe if you deserve it every once in a while, but here's how to win this thing. You've got 12 questions from easy to hard and 10 seconds to tap each answer. If you get it correct, you move on. Answer all 12 right and you win or split the cash. Tonight is a $750 prize. That's enough to download a countless number of comedy movies with jokes that are actually funny. Who's ready to step up to the mic? Say it with me. Q1. What's the world's fastest land animal? Badger, cheetah, giraffe. The world's fastest land animal? Badger, cheetah, giraffe. He could beat a badger, but even Usain Bolt looks like a snail compared to the other two. You don't need to cheat when you're already a cheetah. Cheetah, of course, is the fastest land animal. 34,503 of you are playing by the rules. No cheating there. Now, they came in second here, but giraffes can still hit speeds of 60 miles per hour, considerably faster than my nan drives on the motorway. Q2. In Norse mythology, what name is given to the final destruction of the world? Ragnarok, Siesta Sunday, Steve. The final destruction of the world. What's that called? Well, it may be Steve's fault, but the event itself goes by a different name. Thor's latest blockbuster is Ragnarok. That's what it's called. 32,311 of you Ragnarocking on to the next round. According to the myth, most of the gods will die, a giant snake will appear, and the earth will be flooded. So stock up on armbands, guys. It's my advice. Q3. From which classic TV program does the catchphrase, "You dirty old man," originate? Only Fools and Horses, The Good Life, Steptoe and Son. You dirty old man. We've all said that once or twice. But which TV program did it originate from? Uncle Albert's trotter was hardly clean, but this phrase was aimed at a different Albert altogether. Step carefully now. It's Steptoe and Son. Remember that one? 14,831 of you stepping on toes here on Q3. Now, it was Harold Steptoe's catchphrase aimed at his eccentric father. Albert's catchphrase was simply, "Harold!" Q4. Which natural force shares its name with the George Clooney film? Twister, Volcano, Gravity. George Clooney film? So many of them out there. Twister, Volcano, or Gravity? With 80 actor credits, 80 to his name, Clooney is quite the force of nature himself, bringing him back down to earth. It's Gravity. Gravity, your winning answer there. 11,508 of you have gravitas in this game. The 2013 film was a rather loose adaptation of Isaac Newton's theory of gravity, but still attracted 7 Oscars to its orbit. Very impressive. HQT Pies, what is your favorite space movie? Gravity was good, right? Did you catch it on IMAX? You know I love my Star Wars. What do you love? Maybe J-Law in Passengers, Serenity, Solaris with or without Clooney? Let me know. Favorite space movie? Moving on to Q5. Focus again. Which of these is an Australian term for badly behaved young man? Dinkum, Crow-eater, larrikin. Dinkum, Crow-eater, or larrikin? Badly behaved young man. It may sound like an insult if I call you a dinkum, but it's actually a compliment at the other end of the scale, though. Larrikin. You don't want to be called one of those. Larrikin, your winning answer. Oh, no. Dinkum is a compliment, as I said, but 4,241 of you got larrikin. And you guys are dinkums. You're true and genuine people. A larrikin is a hoodlum or mischievous person, while a crow-eater is just an innocent resident of South Australia. HQT, who is winning the chat tonight? We're not going to let Steve win, are we? He hasn't earned it, and he knows it. All right, moving on to Q6. Which one of these countries has won the Football World Cup the most? Uruguay, Italy, Argentina. Football World Cup. Who's won it the most out of these three? Uruguay, Italy, or Argentina? Brazil have won it so many times they just kept the original trophy, but they're not on this list. So get ready to shout Golazio for Italy. Italy has won it the most times. 2,536 of you scored a winning goal there on Q6. Now, Italy have been pretty humble about their 4 World Cup wins. England, on the other hand, not so much. Q7. Which of these internet streaming services was the first to launch in the UK? Netflix, iPlayer, 4OD. The first to launch in the United Kingdom. Netflix, iPlayer, or 4OD. They've all been feeding you your favorite shows, but who got to your eyeballs first? It's all 4 now, but it started off as 4OD. That's the streaming service we're looking for. That was a savage one. That was a very savage one. 821 players still in the game, ODing on winning answers right now. Netflix started streaming in 2007, but Britain had to binge wait until 2012 to get our binge watch on 5 years later. Q8, how many bones are there in an average adult human body? 506, 206, 96. How many bones in the average adult human body? What do you think? Well, let's count this out. The index distal phalanx is connected to the index middle phalanx. That's 2. Is connected to the... All right, it's 206. I counted already. 206 is your winning answer. And 748 of you got that one correct. We're actually born with 270 bones, but where did those extra ones go? I've got some stern words to have with my dog. Yeah. Q9. In 1970, who was second in line to the British throne? Princess Anne, Princess Margaret, Prince Andrew. Who was second in line to the throne in 1970? It was one of the slowest queues in Britain, but which of these royals was closest to the front in the 70s? Ladies first, princes second. It's Prince Andrew for the win here on Q9. 236 of you are still watching the throne. Andrew has now dropped to 6th in line, which means he should get a go before the heat death of the universe. Hopefully, fingers crossed for him. Q10, which of these authors has not won the Booker Prize? Sebastian Barry, Eleanor Catton, J.M. Coetzee has not won the Booker Prize. Which one of these fantastic authors? They're all great. He was nominated twice, but has yet to give a winner's speech. One of Ireland's finest writers. It's Sebastian Barry. Hasn't won the Booker Prize yet. 101 of our finest players are still in the game. Barry came oh so close with his book, a long, long way. And again with the secret scripture. Hopefully that winner's speech doesn't remain a secret for much longer. Q11, the penultimate round. According to recent charity statistics, what's the most generous city in the UK? Dundee, Southampton, Cardiff. Dundee, Southampton, or Cardiff, the most generous city in the UK. Even austerity couldn't stop this lot, giving away an average of £142 per person per year. They've got the emptiest pockets, but the biggest smiles. It's selfless Southampton for the win. 33 if you got that one correct. Are you ready to fill your pockets? Because we're moving on to the final round. Here we go, ladies and gents. It's Q12. 33 players left in the game, battling it out for that 750 big bucks. Here we go. Which of these icons had the same forename and surname as his father? Frank Sinatra, Ronald Reagan, Marlon Brando. Same name as his dad. Which of these icons? Where there's a junior, there's a senior, but one of these chaps dropped the junior from his name. Old Ronnie Reagan was son to a Jack. Frank Sinatra gave birth to a little Frank, but that wasn't his dad's name. The junior here, who took after dad, Marlon Brando, is your answer. And we have 12 winners, my darlings. Massive congratulations to each of our 12 winners. You are taking home $62.50 tonight. We've got Nbong, Callywag, CMD Carter, B2 smiling hard there with her shades on. Dildo, well, I'm not going to say that one. The Hoods as well. Each of you guys, again, $62.50. Congratulations. What are you going to do with that cash? You could 4OD and chill for like a month with that money, or be like Southampton and give it to charity. There's so much you can do with that cash tonight. Well done, you have represented these islands so well tonight, players, as you always do. Congrats to all of you, especially our winners. I'll be back for that Wednesday Wonga tomorrow for the first of 2 daily games at 3 p.m. and then, of course, again at 9 p.m. Make sure your alerts are enabled so you get into the game in time. That's important. I'm Sharon Carpenter. It's been a thrill, a pleasure, and an honor accompanying you through your snowy trivia travels. Who's got some videos of your squad playing HQ? Reach out to me here. Send those videos in because we're going to feature the best ones on the show soon. Okay? All right, my beauties. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, have a great night. Bye.